In today's video, we're talking about 3 table saw safety tips for the beginner. With a table saw blade spinning at just under 150 miles an hour, keeping your body safe from any material that decides to kick back is extremely important. So the first tip I have is to never stand directly behind the blade, but rather off to the side, so that if a workpiece does kick back, it's going to either skim you or better yet, completely miss you. If you're right-handed like I am, stand off to the left with your hips slightly turned to the right and feed the material through the saw with your right hand. If you're left-handed and don't feel comfortable this way, you can stand off to the right and feed the material through with your left hand. The last thing to be mindful of is watch what you wear. Long sleeves, baggy clothes, or lots of jewelry can be dangerous around these saws. Tip number 2 is something I personally do, and I've done it for over 20 years. You see, in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking about kickback and having my hand accidentally pulled into the blade. So what I actually do is wrap my pinky over the fence, which acts as an anchor, so that if my hand would ever get pulled in the direction of the blade, my pinky would stop that from happening, or at least inhibit it from happening. It's something simple, and I don't think anybody really teaches this, but for me personally, it adds some extra safety insurance while using this saw. Tip number 3 is also related to kickback, which is the #1 concern while using these saws, and that is using a feather board. Feather boards are made from wood or plastic and are designed to hold material tightly or firmly to a fence or a table, while at the same time inhibiting the material from moving backwards, essentially preventing kickback. Feather boards are extremely helpful when ripping narrow stock and when using the saw without the blade guard. The key to the feather board is placement. Never put the feather board directly in line with the blade, but rather slightly in front of the blade. You know you have it set up right when the feather board's fingers are slightly flexing as your workpiece is going through, and when the cutoff is free to move away from the blade without being trapped by the feather board. Well, that does it for this week's training video. If you're interested in learning more tips about preventing kickback or more about just general table saw use, be sure to click the videos below. And if you're not already a Training Hands subscriber, click here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next Tuesday.